Hello everyone, class 9th. I am Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class today will have to study about the chapter number 2 is matter pure around us pure, in which I have already explained you about the some topics. Here is the topic given you, that is metal and their classifications, element and their classification. So on the basis of the properties, the element can be classified into the three important categories. What are these? This element, it can be divided into three important categories. That is what? The metals, non-metals and metalloids. What are the three categories? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. So what are the metals, non-metal and metalloids? On particular definition here we'll have to study about metals. So what we can say the metals? What are the metals? Actually metals are what? These are the element having a special type of ductility, malleability, shining, that is a luster. If the such type of element that are ductile, sonorous, malleable, lustrous, as well as having the conductivity, so these type of element are said to be what? These are metals. So what are the different type of metals? How these metal can be explained on the basis of their properties? So here are the different metals. On that particular properties, the metal can be explained on the basis of their properties. So what we can say, the properties of metals. What are the properties of metals? First of all, metal are lustrous in nature. Metals are lustrous. What we can say? The metals actually having a very peculiar and special type of a shining in it. So if they have shine, that means what? They have a important type of a lustrous properties. Why? Because the metal can be used for manufacturing the decorating or the decorative purposes. That means they can be used for making ornament, jewelries. Why? Because it has the lustrous properties. So it can be used for making different material, decorative purposes, or the ornamental use, or the jewelries as well. Like gold, silver, all these can be used in case of ornamental uses, jewelries uses. Next one is metals are malleable. Metals are malleable. What does it mean, metals are malleable? Metals are malleable, that indicate the different type of a metal that can be brought, it is the property of virtue by which the metal can be drawn or metal can be beaten into thin sheets. This is what we can call, this is called as malleable. It is called the malleabilities. So the property of virtue by which the metals can be beaten into thin sheets are said to be what? The malleable. Suppose if there is an aluminium foil, you have seen in case of a food material there is a very thin and a very fine, the metal sheets can be covered, and in case of a gold foil there are the different form of a foils you can see that are made up of only the metals. Why? Because metal can only be able to drawn or beaten into very thin sheets. This property of a metal are called as malleable, that is malleability. Next one is metals are ductile in nature. Metals are ductile. What does it mean about the ductile? So we can say it is the property of virtue by which the metal can be drawn into thin wires. That means what? It is the property of virtue by which metal can be drawn into thin wires. You have seen most of the time the copper, the aluminium wire can be used in our electrical purposes. So all these are made up of what actually? These are the form of metals, and only the metal can have the ability to drawn into thin wires. So what we can say, the property of virtue by which the material or the metal can be drawn into thin wires. Why? Because in case of electricity you can see the copper and aluminium wire we used in our day-to-day life. That is what actually it is a form of metal, and that property of a metal are said to be ductility. So they are, most the metals are ductile in nature. Next one is metals are conductors. Metals are conductors. That means the property of virtue by which the metals can be, the property of virtue by which metal can be conduct the electricity, heat, temperature, that are said to be what? This one is said to be, they are conductor, the good conductor of electricity and heat. So we can say the property of virtue by which the metal can conduct the heat and electricity, these properties are said to be what? The conductivity, and these metals are said to be the conductors. Why? Because only the most of the conductive metals can show these properties. In our daily life you can see, in our kitchens, in our daily uses, everyday life, there is a iron which is used as a pan, the aluminium pots, different form of aluminium pot which is used in for making food material. We can see there is a iron, there is a heater in which there are the number of metals that are used for using conductivity. That means they can show the electricity as well. So only the metal can show these property, that is called conductor. That means they can show the conductivity. They are the good conductor of electricity and heat. Why? Because most of the element forms through the metals. Like in case of a element, in case of a iron, in case of a electrical gadgets. This can be formed through the using of only the metals like nickel, platinum, silver, aluminium, silver, aluminum. These may be a very light conductivity. They have the light conductivity, so by giving the electricity it can be heats up very easily. So it is the property of virtue by which the metal can be shows the conductivity of heat and as well as the electricity. That property of the matter is called as conductivity, or it is called as the good conductor of heat and electricity as well. Next one is metals, or the metals can be generally found solid at room temperature. That means physical state of metal. Physical state of matter. That means what? The matter can be exist. The matter can be exist on their solid state at room temperature. Most of the metals are solid at room temperature. So we can say that the at room temperature most of the metal can be found at its solid state, but there is a exception known as Hg, that are found in the form of liquid at room temperature. Liquid at room temperature. And we can see here is the other metals that are found at solid. Now in case of the metal, there is some of the other basic structure like a lustrous nature. Non-metals are also in form of a luster, like diamond and graphite. Diamond and graphite have also the special and unique properties called as lustrous properties. These lustrous properties only can be shown with the help this lustrous property only can be shown by the metal, but it is an exception. There is the diamond and graphite. These are not the metals. Diamond is a form of a diamond and graphite. These are the non-metals, and having a properties of a non-metal, they can show the lustrous property, that is the lustrous properties of the metal. So it is the exception that can non-metal also show that the lustrous properties in case of only two type of a substances, in case of a diamond and as well as in case of a graphite, but none of the other than these two. So we can say these are the exceptions. This can be seen in case of a diamond and graphite as well. Here is another way by which we can say mostly the non-metals are found solid at room temperature, but the bromine, that is bromine, it is found in case of a liquid state. This can have a liquid state at room temperature. So most of the metals that can possesses a liquid, the solid state, and some of them that can have the liquid state. But this can also be takes place only, it is an exception, that bromine is the found in case of a liquid state, but it can only shown non-metal only one type of a substance. So it is only the metal that can shows the properties like a metals, but it is actually the non-metal, and these non-metal can have the properties as the metals. Next one is metals are usually strongs. Metals mostly are strongs, or we can say the metal can show the sonorous properties, that they are sonorous. What does it mean? Metals are sonorous, that means it is the property of virtue by which metals can be producing a ringing sound on hitting or on beating. So it is the property of virtue by which metal can produces a ringing sound, but the non-metal cannot produce a ringing sound. Non-metal produce a dull sound. Why? Because this cannot have the property to produce a ring sound. Why? Because that one is called the sonority. It is this properties by which the metal can be produces a ringing sound said to be the sonorous properties, or also it is called as sonority. Most of the metals can be used for producing a ringing sound. As we know, the bell, in case of school institutions, there is a metallic object which is kept along to the earth, and that can produces a ringing sound at the time of a prayer, at the time of any informations. There is a ringing sound can be produced by hitting or beating them. So this is all about the today's topic. We will discuss more on to the next topic. Thank you for being here.